Please welcome my friend, Katt Williams.
Sherri and the family.
Oh my gosh. I want to say thank you so much. They do love you, Katt.
I love them.
Thank you for giving me flowers, but I really need to give you your flowers, Katt, because you kept me going in comedy. I don't know if you remember, way back, I think it was in Compton or Carson when you used to MC your shows, and you told me not to be afraid. Do you remember telling me anything? You gave me confidence to stay on stage. Do you remember?
I've blocked all of that. And you from my memory banks. Therapy has got me past triggers. I'm no longer triggered. Yes, I remember. You were, I had a great eye for talent even then, and I knew that you were unlike anybody else. You were a real swan amongst ducklings, so it's good to see where you have grown into and that you're in your rightful home, and God is, yeah.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that. You didn't say all that at the club, but thank you.
No.
So you and I, we have a professional and we have a personal history because we've known each other a long time, Katt. We go way back. And I just need to clear up something that's just been on my mind for a long time. You called me one day and you was like, I want to take you out. I'm going to take you to play golf. And I borrowed golf clubs from Kim Whitley. I got an outfit to play golf. And I waited, and I waited, and I waited. And I'm not saying you stood me up, but I waited, and I waited. What happened?
I would like to think that our relationship is strong enough, Sherri, that I don't have to answer for every grievance, but...
It wasn't a whole bunch of grievances. It was just that one.
I just made a mistake. I thought you were meeting me there. And by the time I got there, I was there. And I thought I was stood up for many holes. Yeah, so just a misunderstanding.
All right, so we can do this golf thing again.
No. Absolutely.
This is what... I love you so much because you've always had this confidence, Katt, that nobody else has. And you say that it was your friendship with Prince that helped instill that confidence in you. Really?
Yeah, for sure. I met him when I was young, like 12, but
wow.
Prior to that, I thought, like, there were these things that needed to happen for me to be able to make the advance I needed to make. Like, I needed another 5-6 inches in height. I was gonna need money. I was gonna need these things. And Prince showed me you didn't need anything more than what you already had. He taught me reinvention, always striving to become a new you than you were before. And yeah, just a lot of life lessons I got from the guy.
Oh my gosh, you got a lot. I just got to dance on stage with him. You got a lot from Prince.
You remember when Kim Kardashian got...
Yeah, but he made her get off.
Because he was pointing at me.
He was pointing at you?
He was pointing at me. That was supposed to be my big break. I was supposed to get up there and get all the girls of Los Angeles. And Kim Kardashian went up there.
And she went up there and she got it.
Yeah, it was terrible.
This is another thing that I really admire about you. You are one of the most dynamic performers. I talked about Katt is. But I talked about last week, because I did Club Quarantine with D Nice, and I went up on stage, because I hadn't been on a long time, and I bombed. I had to get on stage to work out my stuff. But you don't practice your material on stage. You do it at home. How's that work?
Kind of like prayer works.
Really?
Yeah, prayer is something that's really private, but because of how private it is, that's how you know it's actually working, because that's the only conversation I had about it, and now it's fixed. And so comedically, I have that type of relationship with my fan base, where we've been in this 20-odd year conversation with one another. And so I'm able to keep my jokes out of the hands of comedians much easier by doing it all in-house.
Okay, I got it. You know, this is another thing that a lot of people don't know about you, Katt. You are one of the most generous people that I know.
No,
No, you are.
No.
So we're not even gonna argue about that, because you will send people money, they don't even expect it. You know, well, I'm not talking about the ones who do expect it. I'm talking about the ones that, like, they're going through a hard time, and you've given them places to live, you sent them money, you've gotten them homes, you've given people cars who need it. You don't blast it out. And we gotta say a big hi to our friend Bone, who's doing so much better. You were so instrumental in assisting him. But you even did something that I thought was so phenomenal. You sponsored Melba Moore's Hollywood Star on the Walk of Fame. Like, I feel like, look, where does this generosity come from?
I don't want to sound facetious, but it's not really generosity. I appreciate a formula, and I understand formulas, and I understand that if something works, you keep working it. And so I learned early on that the universe has a banking system, and that it is imperative that you put deposits in on a regular basis. So that your withdrawal is never denied. And so it's almost being too big to fail in earthly terms.
Well, I mean, okay, I got it. You've been so generous to people, and I've known you so long. I ain't got a house, a car, a golf date.
Ungrateful.
Oh my gosh. 30 years. I'm so excited. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. You got 30 years, and you are still selling out these arenas that you go to. And I want to congratulate you on your Vegas weekend, Dark Matter. Can you tell us about your Dark Matter tour?
Yes. It's I keep doing it because it keeps being right. And this is just another perfect combination for a comedy-loving audience. There's veterans that aren't oversaturated. There's Tommy Davidson and Mark Curry, which just those two guys alone is like walking around with all the history of urban comedy. And then to have enough new people, Miss Pretty Ricky and Takara Williams and Zoo Man Miller and Red Grant. Just a great time through all, and Lil Mo comes out and sings. It's just a wonderful experience, and glad to be bringing it in my 19th season.
I'm so excited for you, because you're bringing your Dark Matter tour. You're going to be opening in Vegas over the New Year's Eve weekend. So that's congratulations to you. Katt, you haven't looked in my eye not one time.
No, Sherri. You know why, though. See, we are on TV.
I want to tell you, Mr. Katt Williams, we've been friends for so long, and when I say I love you, I really, really mean that.
Yeah, I love you back. You're a siren.
Thank you for being here. For more info on Katt, on his Dark Matter tour, go to sherryshowtv.com.
We're gonna have a good time.